All right, guys, here we are. It's Give Big Green Bay. We're rocking it. Welcome to the broadcast today. We're super excited to be here with you. Let's see those reactions, those comments. Um, give us a little love if you're watching today. Show us how things are going. We're getting this party started with our first inclusion ride. Um, so the next hour is going to be a lot of fun. We're going to showcase to you one of our new programs, which is part of the Triumph at Home brand that we started through this pandemic. And we're going to be telling you some really awesome stories. We're going to be sharing some interviews and just really have a great time and participate in this world of indoor cycling and riding as a group. And so we're going to have a little fun as we go through this. Before we get going, some of you are watching this maybe, and you're like, what's this whole My Team Triumph thing all about? And so I want to start with showing you guys a video that talks about our beginning, our history, and how we started with my friend Mary, and really what got us going, and really also kind of gets to the heart of My Team Triumph. Throughout the program, by the way, you're going to see over here a scan to donate code. You can use your phone if you're watching on your computer, your iPad. You turn on your camera and you just hold that right over that scanner, and you will be taken to our donation page, which is live right now. Or you can go in the link on the description of the video and you can make a donation. That can happen all day for the next 24 hours until Wednesday at noon. And donations are going to be matched by the Greater Green Bay Community Foundation, Green Bay Packers. So please consider making a donation. Our big focus for this campaign is to try to build our Triumph at Home program and get more people involved. We want to raise enough money to give 20 new setups for our Triumph at Home program, and we'll talk more about that as we get into it. So let's watch the video. You can learn more about the history of MTT, and we'll have some fun and ride together. Here we go.
Mary has this ferocious kind of desire to experience as much as she can. I think she understands that life isn't getting easier for her. And so she has this internal clock that's ticking. She wants to get out and do as much as she can.
I thought, why am I just sitting here? There's got to be something I could do. I need some exercise. So I thought Bellin Health Fitness. I remembered that name and I called, and Christian answered the phone.
I'd never worked with anyone with a disability before and had no clue what I was getting myself into when I saw Mary walk in and she was on her husband's back. Tell me about what's going on here. I was like, what's happening? She said, well, I have muscular dystrophy. And I said, okay, so how does that affect you? And I remember she basically put her arms out to her side and she said, well, here's what I can do. And that's it.
A month into it, he said, we were talking about the Bellin. I said, oh yeah, my kids have run the Bellin, but I've never been in it. And he goes, are you going to be in it this year? And I said, I can't walk.
I'd never pushed anyone before. I don't even know how to get a stroller at that point. I don't even know how this is going to work.
I was in it, the first Bellin, in a 6-year-old's running stroller with my legs bungee corded together. So I could ride, I'd be able to run. That was awesome. I had so much fun.
So much of what Mary wants has nothing to do with what we do in the gym. So much of her health and what I can help her with has nothing to do with the weights, the machines that she's sitting on, has nothing to do with that. I think for people to have an awareness, an understanding of people with disabilities, they have to recognize that what's inside is the same thing that's what's inside us. The same goals in life, the same dreams, the same desires, many of them just don't have the capability of expressing that and achieving it. Sometimes it just takes someone to step up and to say, I believe in you and I want to help you get there.
These angels are my legs, and to help me participate in that I would never have been able to.
She said, I really wish more people could do this. We went from 3 chairs that we didn't even own to having 10 of our own, and all these people that wanted to participate. It was absolutely overwhelming. Race day for My Team Triumph is an incredible amount of energy. It's hard to sleep the night before. We have an army of volunteers that come early, and they're setting all this equipment up. They're putting the strollers together. They're putting the names of the captains on the strollers. Just the beauty of this moment right before the gun goes off, and you're going to provide a dream come true to someone that is usually very confined. Now, in about a moment, they're going to have the freedom that they never experienced before in their life.
Make sure you give it up for the captain. You run hard, you scream loud. When you're on the course and you see a spectator, make sure they know who your captain is.
That will step up and say, I want to elevate, I want to be there for someone. I want to, whatever way I can, whether it be a volunteer or an angel or a donor. And I'm willing to take down the barriers that I have in my mind when I think about people with disabilities and accept them and encourage them and just be there for them.
All right, guys. So that was our story. Pretty exciting to watch that and hear kind of go back to what the days were like when I had more hair. So I'm joined with Carla, our Director of Marketing and Outreach. Hey, Car. How's it going?
Hey, it's going. How you doing there,
Good.
riding your bikey?
Good, man. Riding the bike. I got finally logged in. It was literally seconds for me to get going on this thing. But we're on. We're going. We're cruising. It's Give Big Green Bay.
It is Give Big Green Bay. And let me just tell you something. I have watched the Christian Mary video, as I call it. I mean, I must have like 100 times at this point. And
Yeah.
I still, it's like goosies, just every time I watch that.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
It
brings me back too. I think back to those days when we were just starting off and we really had no clue what we're doing. And we still don't really know what we're doing, but we are learning along the way, and we get to do fun stuff like this.
We get to do fun stuff like this.
Yeah, we get to do fun stuff like this and get on Zwift and stay connected. And one of the cool things I like about, we've talked a lot about how we've handled everything with COVID and all that stuff. And there's always a great opportunity to learn and come up with some creative ways to achieve the mission. And so I'm super excited that we get to showcase this and tell everyone some stories. They get to learn about Kayla, right?
Yeah. Oh, I'm pumped. Let's just talk about what you're doing here for a second. For us non-Zwifters. So, let's bring it back a few months ago when this pandemic hits and our events are gone.
Yep.
Right. And we were sitting in a meeting like this, and you were probably riding your bike and going, what are we going to do? This mission is not events. And it's easy to sometimes forget that this mission isn't just about the events, because we do so many of them throughout a season. upwards of 75, I think in 2019. And so, you get in that mode of go, 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 go. But when that was taken away, I think there was this really beautiful thing that happened where we were able to say, hang on, this is kind of a great time to pause. And for us, as a team, as a staff team, to say, this mission is not the events.
Right.
But connection is important. So then it became all about how do we stay connected, because that's what this is all about.
Yeah.
And, you're on your bike right now, you're working, it looks like you're in an event right now. It looks like you're a racing superstar. And that's certainly fun. But what's so cool about what Christian is doing right now, and what we're going to learn about from Kayla, who is also in this game that you're watching right now, watching, Christian pedal, you see this game, is the stuff is all connected. So Christian is pedaling his bike, and we've got Captain Kayla, who's leading this ride, that you're going to hear from in just a minute and learn all about. She's riding as well. They're staying together in this game environment on Zwift, and they're talking to each other through here. They're messaging, and really, you guys can message people from all over the world.
That's right. Yeah, there's really a lot you can do with this platform, because our captains are, some of you may be wondering, how are the captains riding? You see on the screen, you're seeing that's me with my big hair. That's the avatar that I have. But you're also seeing Kayla, who's right behind me. You see on the right her name, Kay Kudick. And then Liz Keith, who's right ahead of me. And you see her view. And I'm just gonna give you guys a different viewpoint here, so you can kind of see what it looks like us going by. And Kayla is at home, and she's got a portable hand or foot cycle that has sensors on it that are connected to an Apple TV that has the application. And so she's in the comfort of her own home right now, up in Surgeon Bay. We're in Green Bay. You and Liz are in Kenosha.
We're in Kenosha.
So we can be really anywhere and connect with and ride with our captains. So Kayla has this cycle, and she's pedaling along. We have captains that are using it with their arms, or they're using it with their legs. So, and we have a feature on here that's called Keep Everyone Together, where it will normalize the power output that we're putting into the game to allow us to stay as a group together. So it won't, if someone's not pushing as hard, they're not going to get dropped, and it'll just keep us all in the same spot. So
that's cool. I think we should. Yeah. I think we should rename that Angel Mode, because that's what we do when we're Angel Mode, and our strict no angel left behind rule of thumb.
Yes. Let's give a bicycle horn to that one. That's we've got some sounds we're gonna be playing here throughout the show. Hopefully, no one's fired by Jacob, but that may happen at some point during the ride.
Could happen. And what's so cool too is you see our guys out there together. You see Christian, Kayla, Liz, they're riding together, having some fun, but you see other cyclist avatars riding around them as well. And those are real people, right?
Yeah. There's currently 330 people on this course. We're currently riding our bikes in Paris, France, around, it just went up a hill there, dang. Around the Champs-Élysées, which is the boulevard in Paris where the final stage of the Tour de France takes place.
It's so cool.
And so it's recreated in the game, and we get to do a little world hopping.
So this is so cool. I mean, you're physically you're working at this. It's a great benefit for your physical health. Something really cool that we can do, especially right now. I mean, I don't know what anyone else is looking at. I'm just looking at snow. I mean, just piles of white stuff. So this is a great alternative for those of us who can't get outside right now, or for those of us who are really trying to, who need to quarantine and stay safe inside our homes. We're still able to get that physical exercise in. And more importantly, we're able to help with our mental health by staying connected with people. I know that this isolation has just been, it's so hard on people anyway. We know this from our captains and many of our angels, quite frankly, as well. That feeling of being alone is just detrimental to our mental health. And especially now in this time of COVID, which is, with a little creativity and, a little bit of specialized equipment, we can make something like this work. But we can't do it without help. It is Give Big Green Bay. And that's why we're here today. We are hoping that through this programming and seeing how our captains are using this program, you could help us. And you can help us by making a donation. We are looking to provide this experience, the equipment, the programming needed to do this. We're looking to help 20 more captains get this. We have, how many do we have out right now that we've been kind of beta testing, Christian, this winter? Oh, look at him. What's he do? Look at him. He's pulling up stuff. Oh, no signal. Look at, even your Zwift is tired of the snow. I want to say we have just under 10 captains who have been trying this out, all ability levels from our captains to see how we can make this equipment work. And we Christian doing there. Captain Jacob has his own bike that he's able to hook up to this. Learning more about and bringing on. So really, varying abilities can work this program, but we need your help. Like I said, 20 more, that's our goal. We're looking to help 20 more of our captains have this Zwift experience to most importantly stay connected during this time and beyond.
That's right. Yep, that is right. Hey, why don't we get to know who we're going to be interviewing here? We've got a really great video we want to show you guys.
I can't wait.
Kayla. So we're going to go to that, and you guys just enjoy that one.
My name is Kayla Kudick. I'm 23 years old and I live in Children's Bay, and I am a captain ambassador for my team triumph. My favorite memory is the Door County Half Marathon. And my other favorite memory is the one in New York City. The relationship I create with my team triumph are very important to me because I don't have a lot of friends my own age, or even friends that will say, come on, let's go do a race. I feel like this is a second family. Even when we're not racing, we are chatting on social media. I've been doing my team triumph at home for about a month, and I really enjoy it because it gets me active. I was not active as much before I got this bike. I love Zwift. Is that you can travel with people all over the world from your own home. Multiple times a week, our angels get together, some of them get together, and we do the group rides where if you are not quick enough, but you keep pedaling, you will stay with the group. And some of our cats really need that for encouragement. Thank you for donating to my Team Triumph at home and beyond.
All right.
Hey!
Yeah,
Kayla?
Kayla.
Oh.
How
Kayla
are you,
Kudick,
Kayla?
everybody.
Good.
How
Awesome.
you doing?
Good.
Are you pedaling away, Kayla?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Yep.
Yes.
Go ahead. Tell us, Carla, lead us a little bit. Let's get to know Kayla a little bit, okay?
Let's do this. Miss Kayla, first, let's talk about you Zwifting, because we were on riding our bikes together last night, and I learned that you, this month, since you've had this program, you have biked 524 miles.
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
No.
That is crazy awesome. How are you feeling?
Good.
Good. That video was great, Kayla. So, what do you like most about this program?
I like how you can pick it up and travel.
You can travel, yeah. Right now, you are in Paris? Yeah, you're in France, Christian said. I don't listen to Christian.
But what I really mean is you can actually, because I had the mobile.
Oh, sure.
You can travel with it.
God, yeah, you can bring it with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just need to bring your device, and yeah, you can log in anywhere, right?
Yeah.
You can log into Zwift. That is so cool. So not only can you travel the world, but you can travel the world with. That is so cool, Kayla. Now, I know you've been taking advantage of our meetups. Can you tell us what the meetup is?
The meetup where we all stay together and we ride together and we can talk about different things.
Yeah, and are you guys are doing that once or twice a week, right? Where we get together?
Twice
a week.
Yeah.
I don't have Zwift. This is ridiculous.
I think you need it.
I think I need it too. So yeah, what's so fun about this, for those of you who are watching, is that we do have these meetups, and as Christian explained and Kayla has explained, we get together as a group and we stay together as a group in the game. And so we have these specific times twice a week where we're having these meetups. So it's our captains and angels able to get together and just hang out and do an hour ride. Oh, Rusty says, right on, Kayla. Kayla, you said that one of your favorite memories was New York City from MTT, yes. Right? Tell us about yes. New York City. I want to hear about this more.
So, I met a group of angels that I like to call my angel dads because they're all guys. So they want to go to New York to do a run, and I was totally blown away by it.
Who says that? Who says let's just go to New York on a run?
I don't know.
These are crazy angel dads.
Yes.
What was your favorite part of New York?
My favorite part was actually the airplane.
The airplane?
Yeah. I never been on the airplane before.
Really?
No.
Never.
No.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Oh, I love that. And now here you are riding on the same road that the Tour de France happens. Look at you. That's you in the green, right, Kayla?
Yes.
In front of Christian.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. She's killing it.
You guys look like you're just cruising right along there.
Yeah.
So Kayla, are you doing your Zwifting and are you triumphing at home just during the meetups, or are you getting on there more often?
I'm getting on there more often.
That's awesome. That's awesome. You are just getting like a ton of exercise.
I try to do 2 times a day.
What?
Yeah.
That's awesome, girl. You're
Kayla, you
no
rock.
wonder you've gone over 500 miles.
You rock,
But
girl.
one day I needed to stay up, so I did a crazy 9-mile bike ride.
Holy cow. Kayla, I'm just so proud of you.
Yeah.
I know this is, you have a bike. I know you enjoy your bike. And you really did a lot of really awesome work during a program we had in the spring called Miles for Triumph, where we were keeping track of our miles or movement minutes and working towards these, fun online badges. You were really putting in a lot of work during this, and I'm so proud of you that you've kept up on this and are able to do this through the winter. I just think that's so awesome. You're kind of a rock star.
Well, this needs to be MTT Queen of Trips or whatever it's called.
Look at that. You got Christian back in front of you. Get in front of that guy. I know we're all supposed to be together, but can't let Christian beat you.
No.
Look at you two. Are you tired, Christian, already? Oh, Christian's muted. I can't hear him. Oh, there he goes. This is so cool. So what we're watching right now, this is what Kayla and Christian are seeing on their screens. They are in this video game, riding along. Look, we got some thumbs up. They're chatting. You can see a leaderboard on the right side of the screen there. And again, our guys, Liz, Liz, Kayla, and Christian are all together. But there are, at last check, just over 300 other people on this same race course with them, which is just so cool. And they're able to communicate with all these people, which is so neat. So Kayla, let's talk about that. How good does it feel to have people to connect with during this time? Because I know you're pretty isolated where you're at.
So good. I'm coming up to a year where I'm not going out to my job every day because of the pandemic.
A year.
Yeah.
Ugh. That makes me angry. I understand, but it makes me angry. First, because I miss seeing your face. in person.
Yeah.
And 2, I know how much you like and enjoy getting out. I know how much you like and enjoy your work. Kayla not only works, but she's also an ambassador, as she said in her video, for My Team Triumph. So she goes around and she shares the mission with people all over her area. And we're just so grateful to have you, Kayla, to do that for us.
Yes, I'm very passionate of the organization.
Kayla, when was your first race? Do you remember?
2015. The dog company the dog company 5K.
The Door County 5K a few years ago. How old were you when you first started?
16.
16?
Yeah.
I've seen pictures of you as a 16-year-old.
Yeah. Oh, amazing.
Oh my gosh, Christian and his noises. How did you get started with My Team Triumph, Kayla?
Well, I should come to you. Becky Breakfast were involved with the organization. And the previous year, I did the Goody Triathlon in Pulaski.
And look at that.
I just thought I would try this for My Team Triumph. So I asked Becky if I could do a race in your county. And she got hooked up with Christian, and they set it all up.
Oh, I'm okay. I'm okay.
Yeah.
I was taking a sip of water while Kayla was talking. I'm reliving our Door County Tri days.
Yeah.
When I swallowed all of Lake Michigan, Kayla.
All of Lake Michigan.
Yeah.
Hey Kayla, talk a little bit about some of your favorite places you like to ride on Zwift.
Yeah.
All over.
All over?
I can't pick one favorite.
Yeah.
I think that's so cool that you can experience, because these routes, correct me if I'm wrong because I'm not a Zwifter, but these routes are fairly accurate to the landscape and is right? Like it's
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
It's a game, but it's like it's like you're riding in Paris right now, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey Kayla, could you just tilt your iPad to the right a little bit so we can see you? Just there you go. That's perfect right there. Boom. We just wanted to see.
Oh, there she is.
Hey Kayla, you've been doing some group rides with other members of the team too, right?
Yes.
Yeah. That's been pretty fun for you.
Yes, it has.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I see you did a big climb up the mountain in France a while back, and that was a big ride, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Wait, you rode up a mountain?
Yeah.
I love marshmallows.
We need to get you on this.
Yes. Come on, Kayla, let's go.
Oh,
Let's get her on.
I don't know. Well, I do want to let you guys know we've been live with Give Big Green Bay now for 34 minutes, and donors have raised just shy of $400 so far.
Oh my! Awesome.
Which is awesome. Which is awesome. Remember, all these donations, they are going to help support our Triumph at Home program, which is what you see Kayla doing right now. She is rocking her foot cycle on Zwift. They are doing a meetup ride, a group ride, or as we're calling it, an angel ride, because we're all staying together. This is fun stuff. This is not only so good for our physical health, but our mental health as well, which I love. Look at our guys go.
Ryan. Yeah, and we got Liz on here as well. She's in that multicolored jersey. She's one of our leaders down in Kenosha. In fact, she's here. She is. She says, "Thank you, Kayla." There she is. You can see her on screen. She just made a comment. We enjoy riding. Liz has been leading a lot of our group rides, getting people together on Zwift. And I just want to talk a few minutes about this platform. So there's over 500,000 people that have accounts and use Zwift all over the world. And you can imagine back in 2020, that number just exploded. I've seen, I think they recently set a new record where there were 35,000 people at one time on Zwift all over the world. And you can see, if you're looking on the screen on the right-hand side, you see the names of all of the riders near us. We, of course, in this ride are the ones that are green, but you can see we all have American flags. But you can see, there's a British flag. I think there's a French flag in there. There's all sorts of flags from people all over the country that are joining. And you can get social with these guys. You can send them messages. You can make comments on their rides, and you can get to know them. And so it's great. It's really social. But one of the things that we're really trying to do with this platform is to really help innovate with Zwift, help it to become more accessible for people with disabilities. And we are using the hand cycles as a way to do that. It's a little challenging because we have a lot of variety of ability levels. There's a number of people on Zwift that are using traditional hand cycles. There are also, so these are people that maybe are amputees, and you can think of the long, really stretched out hand cycle on the floor. We have a lot of captains with really quite a big range of ability level. So some utilizing their arms is really the best way to do it. Some, they can pedal with their legs, but we needed a piece of equipment that can really have that flexibility. And so that's the unit that we've chosen. And one of the things that's great about this program is as you donate, what we gift the captains is this portable cycle, all the sensors that go on it, a device that connects to their TV or monitor. So Kayla currently is hooked up to the Apple TV box, which is one of the more popular platforms to use for this. And she's sitting in her living room in the comfort of her own home, pedaling away. And sometimes she'll read books, she was telling me. I don't know, I think that would be a great way for me to learn and improve my book reading skills. But so she's reading, she's getting miles, and she's being active. And we really are trying to push the envelope a little bit more with Zwift to make this platform more accessible. And one of the big challenges is equipment. So there's not a good solution. I'm going up a hill right now. There's not currently a great solution in terms of the type of cycle that you can use. So we're being innovative, but we're really trying to make a connection with and work with Zwift to open this platform up even more. Because when you think about what we've been going through in 2020 and 2021 with isolation, we need a place that we can connect, and we don't have to worry about, staying 6 feet apart, or, we don't wear a mask, and people don't have to be concerned about that. And this is a place that you can do that. And so that's what we're really excited about with this, is to see how far the reach can go and get as many of our captains on the roads of Zwift and doing these group rides. We would love to have a weekly ride that we could do and have people all over the country to join that have various abilities. And I'm throwing up a comment here, a little call out from Carla to BB. So love that. And feel free, guys. I'd love you to make comments on Facebook, because we can show them up on screen here, and people can give the cheers, all that good stuff. Carla's laughing over there. So I'm going to bring in Carla and Kayla again here.
We got Kayla's video. There we
Watch
go.
that video again, I'm sure.
Yeah, we could.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm just keeping it real. The hubby wants to comment on the video. It's time to make a donation.
That's right. Come on, hubby.
I can think of no better cause than this right here. Knowing Kayla, knowing so many of our captains, being able to sit down and talk with them throughout the years. I think we can really empathize this year with what it feels like to feel alone and to be isolated, and even pre-COVID. Social isolation is felt throughout the community of those with a disability twice as much as any other population. And, we talk about being isolated or being lonely. And, I've said this fact, and I'm going to say this for the next 24 hours. But being socially isolated has the same physical effects on a body as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Yeah. And when I read that study, it really was eye-opening, because we all know it doesn't feel good to be alone, but it's that chronic loneliness that can have real physical effects. And then when you're talking about the mental health effects, such as depression, low self-esteem, low self-worth, these are real things. And if we can help in any way, if we can help facilitate space for people to feel safe and connected, like, there's nothing better than that. And to be able to do something fun like Zwift, she is pedaling away on her bike. How's it going, Kay? Doing good? Look at you. Oh, there you are. There's that green jersey. Kayla's in green. There's a spotlight on our friends. We've got Christian, Liz, and Kayla.
Oh, going uphill here.
Look at Christian's hair. Even his avatar needs a haircut. Christian, is that just wishful thinking?
It is so wishful.
Is that what's going on here?
Hey, that's all that is. Yeah, I saw we had a comment from Faith. Thanks for saying hi, Faith.
Hi, Faith.
Faith's one of our angels down in Madison.
Hi, Faith.
Yeah, appreciate that comment. So cool, guys. We are like 45 minutes in already. Isn't that crazy?
How are you guys? How is it 45 minutes in? And we are over $400 now, which is awesome.
Awesome.
That's so cool, you guys. Keep those donations rolling in. Again, you can donate through the link that you're seeing this posted on our social pages. You can scan that QR code in the top corner on our video. That'll bring you right to the donation link. There's also a really cool option. If you go on to GiveBigGreenBay.org, onto that website, search up My Team Triumph, find us. From there, you can not only make a donation, but you can also become a fundraiser with just a few clicks of your mouse or your thumbs. You can become a fundraiser for this campaign for us, and that, you guys, is super awesome. It's so easy to share your link out, share it on your social pages or through your email for the next 24 hours, and really help us again in that goal of raising enough to help 20 more captains just like Kayla have the ability to triumph at home in Sturgeon Bay, up
That's
there in the
right.
cold.
That's right. Yeah. And I also want to point people to, as we get to the last 15 minutes of our ride here, you can see on the screen we've got 6 total rides we're doing over the next 24 hours.
Yes.
So coming up at 2 o'clock is Jenny Ulrich, also an Ironman captain from Green Bay. So she's going to be leading us on 2 o'clock. And then we've got an angel ride at 6:30. We'll have a variety of folks that are on. Captain Katie Newman at 7 a.m. tomorrow, also a Ironman. I'll have the honor of leading you guys at 9 tomorrow. We'll dig in a little bit to the history and the mission of the organization. And then to wrap us up for the last hour of Give Big, we're gonna have Captain Jana, and that's a great story too. We've got a lot of families involved with MTT who are, the whole group is involved. You've got someone's a captain, then you've got someone's an angel, and I'm looking forward to hearing that story as well as really all of them that we get to showcase here through this platform. And another thing that I wanted to talk about was inclusion. We are doing this event, and we do everything we do really to build this more inclusive community, as you see at the top of our screen. It's our vision statement, building a more inclusive community. That's what we hope to see. And I want to share a little bit about our how we go about that, the approach that we use to really make that happen. We're living in a world where inclusion is a big topic. And how we go about doing that is really part of the conversation too. So what's important to my team Triumph when we do our programs is we want to find an experience and have an environment that includes a few things. Number one, it's fun. Okay, that is underestimated, the power of a fun experience when building connections between people, because that's ultimately what we're doing with inclusion, is building relationships.
Yep.
And when it's fun, we're more likely to do it, right? When it's exciting, it's attractive, when we go, oh, that's cool, I want to do that, we're going to do it, right? It's very obvious. But not a lot of inclusion programs, I think, are always giving a lot of consideration to how do we make this as fun as possible. And so that's one thing. Number one, it's got to be fun. Number two, it's got to be challenging. So when you're challenging yourself or others, you are more authentic. You are stretching your boundaries. You are getting into your personal mode of who you are. And you strip down the layers that sometimes we see, and we get through the fear that a lot of people have when it comes to working with people with disabilities. We've seen it, guys. How often have we seen it where people come to a race and they tell us, I've never met a person with a disability before. I don't know how to talk to this captain that I'm going to race with. I'm really afraid. And, we tell them, hey, it's going to be great. You got your start line. And as soon as that gun goes off, you're not going to think about that anymore. Now it's the journey that you have together. And so when you have this shared challenge between people with diverse abilities, that builds a bond through that experience. You're going through that experience and you are having a great time doing it. And the third thing, so it's fun, it's challenging. And the third thing is it involves everyone. And when we put on our programs, we give a lot of consideration, obviously, to what our captains are going to experience. Are they feeling supported? Are they feeling encouraged? Are they feeling like they had a great experience? You know, are they, all those things that we measure in our impact survey. But what we're also doing is giving a lot of thought. Got a hill coming up. We give a lot of thought to everyone else. So spectators, other participants, race directors, because we know that when people see it, when they see a captain get out of the chair, like Kayla, I think back to when you finished Ironman back in 17, and you're in front of thousands of people who are expecting to see something over the course of this finish line experience. You're seeing these Ironman athletes, people running.
Yep.
So most of them are in pain because they've been doing it forever. And then they see someone like Kayla, who is an athlete with special needs, special abilities, who is differently abled. They did not expect to see that. And when they see her get out of the chair and she walks, she walks hand in hand with her angels through the chute. Guys, the emotion, I get chills thinking about it. It's one of my favorite places to be. The emotion is powerful. And that experience, even if it's just a second, even if they're running on the course and they just go by, we know that we don't have to have that person call us or donate to us or validate whether or not we had an impact on their life. We know and trust and have faith that they're going to go home and they're going to go, wow. And the next time they're out in the community and they see someone with a disability, they're going to think differently. Or if their kid comes home from school and they say, hey, I met someone at school today who's in a wheelchair. How is that going to influence that conversation that you have with your child, or how they view that individual because they saw Kayla racing and they saw something unique? So it's got to be fun. It's got to be challenging, and it's got to involve everyone. And that's our formula for inclusion. And we do these fun running events. And we, of course, have a great time doing it. But the reason I bring it up is there's a lot of ways that you can build inclusion. This is just one way. But what we have found is that you can take someone who's never experienced someone with a disability, come to the Bell and Run in Green Bay, do an hour run, and get back and immediately become friends with that person, follow them on Facebook, and then start talking about what's the next thing we can do together. And you see the mindset change instantly in that individual. And I've never been involved with anything that has a kind of rapid, impactful transformation that happens with people. And that's the power of racing. Think about it. Where else can you be in an environment with thousands of other strangers, shoulder to shoulder? You're sweating, there's snot coming out of your nose, you're swearing, all you want to do is eat. And you go through that experience and you feel like you're brothers and sisters with these people right next to you, and you don't even know their name. That's called,
it's so cool,
energy. That's called energy. And we can't measure it. We can't put our finger on it sometimes, but it's impactful and it works.
Yeah. I think that's the beauty of using endurance athletics really as that action point with our mission. I mean, when you go anywhere, your local 5K or the 2-mile Turkey Day run or an Ironman, there's something about endurance athletics that is it's just a positive experience. People are cheering, people are happy to be there. And there's also a really vulnerable experience too. Everyone, whether you're the first person or the last person, everyone there is working towards one common goal. And when you're able to break down those barriers, when you do smell bad and you're sweating and you're hurting and you got snot coming out of your nose, it's very hard to look cool, right? it's hard to have your walls up when you're that vulnerable. And that's the beauty of that environment. It's naturally a fun, positive place to be. And you naturally have to put those walls down. And when you do that, you guys, you can really make some powerful connections with people. And that's what this is all about. This is all about making connections. And this particular program that we're talking about today, and we'll be talking about through the next, the next day, through Give Big Green Bay, is still connecting people. Although we can't race in our traditional sense, while we can't be in that specific environment that we're used to, we can still connect, and we can still connect in a super positive, fun way, by using a little bit of imagination, and some really cool equipment like what Kayla is using right now to pedal on, and this online program like Zwift. We're able to stay connected. We're able to meet people from all over the world. We're able to stay connected with each other here in the state. And it's just so important for our physical and our mental health. And your donations are helping keep this going. We want to have Kayla riding with 20 more captains.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, that's right. Hey,
Yep.
we are less than 5 minutes away, friends. And so we got the 5 minute countdown. Everyone's super pumped. The good thing is Kayla and Liz have made it. But hey, I may have just gotten fired by Jacob. So Kayla, we're finishing up the ride here. We've got 3.5 minutes, but I want to hear from you what you're looking forward to the most, getting back to racing this coming year.
Just getting back to my team trial.
What are you looking forward to the most? Like, is there a certain race, or is it about the people? What is it? Tell us.
About the people.
Yep, the connections, the relationships. It's a powerful thing, isn't it?
Boy. Go ahead, Kayla.
I'm really looking forward to do another race with my Team Angel Dads.
Yeah, Team Angel Dads out of Madison. Yeah, you've done a lot of really cool adventures. I know you've got some goals. You want to go do the Disney Dopey Challenge, a few others. So we're super excited about seeing you do that and get back to racing with us. Guys, this coming year, this year that we're in, feels like it's still 2020. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
We are committing, of course, continuing this Triumph at Home program throughout the year. Our goal, of course, one aspect of our program is in-person events, and we do still plan to be back in the community in a big way this year. We're going to have training runs all over the state in person, as well as race opportunities for our captains and angels to bond. So if you're a regular with MTT, have faith that will be an opportunity this coming year, or this year. And we're going to have a lot of events coming up. We're doing a launch call in a couple weeks, a launch presentation, so stay tuned for that. So,
you guys have rocked this hour. You're going strong. How far have you guys made it together?
I've made 19.3 miles.
Yeah, 19 miles. She's killing it.
Holy smokes.
Yep.
19 miles.
1 minute to go. There's
1 minute to go. I just want to say thank you to Captain Kayla for leading this ride for us, our kickoff ride of our whole Give Big Green Bay campaign. Kayla, I have the pleasure of knowing you and calling you my friend. And every time I see a video of you or learn more about your story, I am blown away. I'm so inspired by you, and you just bring the most awesome energy to this whole organization. So thank you for being with us. And if you are watching and as inspired by Kayla as I know I am, please consider making a donation to our organization. Again, we are wanting to help, can't say this enough, help 20 more captains have the experience of being able to triumph at home. And your donations, we can't do it without them. So donate, make that donation, scan that code, follow that link, become a fundraiser, and join our rides. We have 5 more coming up. Our next ride is happening at 2:00 today with Captain Jenny. We get to learn about her story and talk with her for an entire hour on Zwift.
Yes. All right. I agree, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you, Kayla. You're awesome. You're inspirational. We miss hanging out with you, and we look forward to seeing you guys soon. So we'll see everyone hopefully in an hour at our next ride at 2:00 with Jenny. Let's get big, Green Bay. Woo!
Woo!
All right. Have a good one.
Bye, guys.